Oh, goody.
Alright, what's up everybody? Zombies here again, and today we're back with another Mercenaries video. So for this one, I wanted to talk a little bit about mercenary coins, and more specifically, the mercenary coin offers in the store. So I've done a few different videos talking about what is kind of the best value in Mercenaries, if it is something you're looking to spend your money in, or if you're just trying to do it free to play. I honestly think that is the way to go for most of the people playing this game. But I've talked about the bundles before too, that we can see down here and whatnot, and thoughts about those, but I've never really talked too much about the coins as an offer. And since the weekly refresh this week was very focused around coins, I figured what better time to talk about it. So, are coins worth buying in Mercenary? Generally, the short answer is no, they are not worth buying. Here you can see with the Cthulhu event, they're offering some Cthulhu coins, 500 Cthulhu coins for $11.99, basically $12 US. Normally, when they sell coins in the store for a legendary character, it's actually a bit less than this. It costs a little bit less. Typically, they do 300 coins for $10 for a legendary, and then the prices get cheaper depending on the rarity. Another thing they started doing with the last big release is introducing new Merc coin purses. So before, it was just totally random coins, which was really bad because you could get one that you have for a max Merc already. So they started doing new Merc ones, so you can only get the new characters. So while you still could get coins for a maxed out character, if you do have new maxed out characters, the odds were a lot better. That being said, even though this is a step in the right direction, I still don't think it is really worth it. You could high roll here and get multiple legendaries potentially, making this much better value compared to the normal legendary 300 coins for $10. But what is 300 coins actually getting you in terms of progression? Well, the fact of the matter is, it's really not getting you a whole lot. So, mercenaries, the vast majority of them getting from 0 skills leveled up all the way to fully maxed out takes 2,400 coins. Some will require a few less as they already start out with a maxed out item, but most of the mercenaries, it's going to take you 2,400. So if we take the number they use pretty often here, 300 coins, that gets you 1/8 of the way there in terms of getting your mercenary fully leveled and maxed out. That's pretty expensive if we think about the going rates here. Obviously, the 300 for $10 one, or in this case 500 for 12, is for legendaries. I think they do sometimes have offers for epics, and they give more coins of those for usually a lesser value, but it's still overall rather expensive. And it's just not really sensible to spend the money on. Like, if you're going to spend money on the mode, I think it makes way more sense to either buy and save a bundle for the next big drop, or go for a skin for a character you like if you're interested in that, because you also get coins for that, right? Or at least in this bundle, I guess you get some coins. These two, you just get the character, or a skin if you already have the character. But generally, these are really kind of expensive prices. Even if we take the 500 at $12, that's still almost 5 basically times you would need to buy this, which would come out to like $60 for fully maxing a character from nothing. Now, obviously, you can't literally do that because the game doesn't let you buy this more than once. But still, with the way the math works out, it just seems like a very high price for what they're actually giving you and what you're actually doing with that. Like, what are we doing with 500 Cthulhu coins? You could max out one of his items or max out one of his skills. But if you have 0 Cthulhu coins, that's really not going to jumpstart you very much. You still have a long ways to go between grinding the tasks and just grinding out the regular coins. 500 is only going to be relatively small dent in it, just under a fifth, essentially, or just over a fifth, actually. of the total coins needed. These ones, I guess, if you're really wanting a specific amount of coins they're offering, this is kind of okay, but again, the value just really isn't there. Here you're getting 750 coins, a third for each specific character. One is a legendary, the others are rare and epic, but it just seems pretty high. The economy of Mercenaries has been weird from day one. I do think it is more expensive than it necessarily should be, but I think that's offset a little bit by the fact that you really don't have to purchase anything in this mode to fully enjoy it. Anyone who plays quite a bit, commits some grinding to it, you can end up in the same place as people who spend a whole lot of money in terms of at least character progression and being on an even playing field. So overall, coins really not worth it. If you want to spend money in Mercenaries, I think there are way better ways of doing so. And another big reason behind this too is I can see this mattering differently for different players. If you're a PvE main, I especially don't encourage buying coins, because once you max out all your characters in PvE, at least right now, you have nothing to do. You're done. That's the game until we get more new content, because there's nothing to really go for or achieve other than beating all the bosses and the heroics and leveling up all your characters. That is the entirety of PvE right now. Eventually we'll get an end game, but we still really don't know what that fully entails. If you're a PvP player, I could see coins sometimes being worth considering if you're just trying to absolutely get a character up as fast as possible at the start. I know in the past I have bought 1 or 2 coin bundle things in the very beginning because I thought it would help speed up the progression so I could get out some more videos about the characters quickly. But overall, it felt really negligible to me, the amount those coins actually sped it up. And because the excess coins issue is still not currently solved in the game, you're eventually going to max out the character anyway, and then you're just going to start building up extra coins. And we do know that it sounds like extra coins are going to be used, at least in one way, to convert into coins for mercs that you do not have maxed. And that's going to be great when that comes. We still do not have that feature, and we still do not know what the rate on that is going to be. So because of that, it's really hard to recommend even just stockpiling coins, because we don't know if it's going to be a super high rate or if it's only going to let you do a limited amount, or we just don't know yet. But that is going to be coming this year, and then it sounds like another use for the excess coins will be coming with the PvE endgame early next year, in terms of somehow powering up your characters further for PvE specific endgame content. So yeah, overall, really don't think there are many players who should buy the coins for money. It seems like a bad value proposition for both sides of the mode to me the majority of the time. And if you play the mode a decent amount, you're just going to get the coins anyway. And especially if you're a PvE main, that's most of the gameplay loop right now, is progressing your characters. So there's really no point in trying to skip to the end when there isn't anything at the end yet. We still are a ways away from that, unfortunately. But yeah, I wanted to talk about this a bit because I've covered some other aspects of the store, but never really talked about coins super directly. So hopefully this was kind of useful. If you have any other questions or comments about your experience or thoughts with coins in the Mercenary store, definitely let me know. It would not surprise me if these prices eventually came down over time, assuming people are not buying it, but obviously I don't have any of that data, so I have no idea. For all we know, coins could sell better than some of the Mercenaries bundles, assuming other people aren't getting the same 2 bundles every other week like I am, but that's a topic for another time. But yeah, that is going to wrap it up for this video. If you enjoyed it, do remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.